Good morning, and welcome to this morning's Shotsuki Hoyo service. My name is Ken Furukawa. Most of you have seen me multiple times up here already, so sorry. And I'll be chairing this service along with the 7th and 8th grade class, at least those that came. So, which I thank them very much for coming today. And now, Braden, if you'll come on up.
Please join me in Gasho. A beautifully decorated king's chariot too will decay, so will this body age. But the good Dharma will never age. Let's teach the good to each other. Namo Dabutsu. Namo Dabutsu. Namo Dabutsu.
Please rise if you are able to for the reading of Three Treasures, led by Sensei Kelvin.
Three treasures. Fortunate is it to be born into human life. Now we are living it. Rare is it to encounter the teachings of the Buddha. Now we hear it. If we do not seek the truth of the Dharma in this life, in what life shall we find it? Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in Buddha. May we all together absorb into ourselves the principle of the way to enlightenment and awaken within us our highest aspiration. I take refuge in Dharma. May we all together be submerged in the depth of the Dharma and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in Sangha. May we all together become units in true accord in a life of harmony, in a spirit of universal brotherhood, freed from the bondage of selfishness. Even through ages of myriad of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful teaching. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of Tathagata's teaching. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda, Namanda, Namanda.
Well, you guys are all already seated, so Reverend Yuki will now chant Sambujo. After Sambujo, Reverend Yuki will read the Shotsuki names for the families who have submitted them. When your loved one's name is read, please come up to Oshoko.
Now I would like to read the Shotsuki name which had been submitted. Yoshiko Jean Ota. Eleanor Nobue. Misao Nagao. Masayoshi Maruyama. Mary Orite. Herbert Kaneko. Rose Kimura and Stan Kimura. And please let me know if I pronounced your loved one's name incorrectly. And if you would like minister to lead your loved one's name for the Shotsuki Memorial Service, please submit the form, and then we will read the name.
Reverend Yuki will now lead us in the chanting of Amida Kyo, page 53. During the chanting, the slideshow of the Shotsuki names will play on the monitors. When you see your loved one's name on the screen, please come up to the Yoshoku.
nen 마카쿠 지라리 하타 슈리 한다가 난다 난다 라고라 교본 하다이 빈즈르 하라다 가르다이 마카코 힌나 하쿠라 아누르다 요세토 쇼다이 대시 묘쇼 보삿 마카삿 먼주시리 호지 아이따 보삿 겜다 가다이 보삿 조쇼진 보삿 용요세토 쇼다이 보삿 규샤크다이 감닌토 무료쇼텐다이 슈긍이지붓고 조로샤리 헛주세사이호 가주만노크붓노 어세가이묘왓고그라그고도 우붓고 아미다 곰겐자이 세포샤리 헛히도가고 묘이고그라그고 거크슈주 무슈크 담유쇼라그 고묘거그라그 샤리호거그라거그도 시키즈람년 시키즈라모 시키즈고즈 가이세시 주소잉요세고히고그묘왓고그라그 샤리호거그라거그도 시뽀찌 학그도그 shuman고주 지다이 정리 건샤흐진 시행가이로 공건르리 하리고 조조으로 가크야크이 공건르리 하리샤고 샤크슈멘 미곰지기시 지주랭게 다이뇨샤린 쇼시기 쇼고 오시기 오고 샤크시기 샤고 벽시기 벽 미묘코케트샤리 호트고크라 고크도 조중요세 그도크쇼건느샤리 호히브고크 요사땡가그 오검니지 저야로그징이음한다라 계고고크슈조조이쇼 가크이 고크조슈묘케 그요타 호즈만노크부터 소크이지기지겐또 홍거그 범지기격 자리 호고그라 고그도 조중요세 그도그 쇼검부시 샤리 호히 고그조 주주기묘사시기 시조 벽고 그자그 오무샤리 가려빈가 금요시조 세쇼슈 그야로그지 스이와게 원고 없는 초고 건거리기 시기보다 입은 하쇼도 묘세도 호고도 슈조 몸대옹이 가이시트 냄부트 냄부트 냄포 메리 홍요모트 이시 지트대사이 호쇼쇼 쇼이샤가 히브거그도 무삼마그슈 샤리 고브거그도 쇼무삼마그도 시묘가 교우지트 세쇼슈조 가이세 아미다부트 역으려 호옴센 廉下少佐シャリホトヒ仏国土未風水道小法59法蘭水味明音非行百千十学同時空差門で恩赦開示年上念仏年法年相指針シャリ法号仏国土上十行税功徳将軍シャリホン法行意運が非仏が古語阿弥陀シャリホン非仏公明無料正実報告無償証下税公語意阿弥陀シャリホン異仏寿命牛語人民無料無変阿蘇義公公明阿弥陀シャリホ阿弥陀仏上仏如来陽根実行ウシャリホ非仏無料無変正門弟子海あらかん非税三十四小の地消防殺種薬部行税シャリホ非仏国土上十行税功徳将軍ウシャリ法国ら国土修上少者改税阿ビバッチ高中他ウ一生不詳合衆人他非税三小の知識単価無料無変な葬儀公設シャリ法修上門者応答本願願消費国諸愛諸が特用行税症状全員空営シャリ法不快小前言福徳因縁特消費国シャリ法薬善難自然四門節なみだ仏修持名号脈一日脈二日脈三日脈四日脈五日脈六日脈七日一子不乱五銀臨明十字阿弥陀幼少小寿現在午前全員十字神父天道即徳王女阿弥陀仏国ら国土シャリホが県税理公摂子言脈修門で拙者応答本願消費国土シャリ法行が根者三段阿弥陀不可思議功徳逃亡薬阿宿美仏趣味総仏大趣味仏趣味公妙音仏妙税統合が社修勝負各王合国水耕上絶相返答三千大先生説上実言行等修上等身税賞賛不可思議功徳一切賞称号年行シャリホ南方正解有日合道仏妙門公仏大円見仏趣味等無料精進仏尿税統合が社修勝負各王合国水耕上絶返風三千大先生会説上実言行等修上等身税賞賛不可思議功一切勝負称号年行シャリ法裁法正解有無料十無料総仏無料道仏大公仏大名仏放送仏上皇仏尿税統合が社修勝各王合国水耕上絶相返風三千大先生会説上実言行等修等身税賞賛不可思議功徳一切勝負称号年行シャリ法北方正有縁見仏最小音仏南小仏日小仏毛明仏尿税統合が社修勝各王合国水耕上絶相返風三千大先生会説上実言行等修等身税賞賛不可思議功徳一切勝負称号年行シャリ法芸法石牛師仏妙門仏妙高仏達摩仏報道仏寺法仏尿税統合が社修 各王合国水工上絶相偏風三千大先生会説明実言行等修上等身税賞賛風化市議空読一切勝負称号年シャーリー法上法制会ウボンノン物宿王物工場物高校物大円見物雑誌技法系言神シャーラー中央物法系特物県日祭儀物業収味戦物業税統合が社収賞各王合国水工上絶相偏風三千大先生会説明実言行等収等身税賞賛風化市議空読一切勝負称号年業シャーリー法法業意運河が公明一切勝負称号年業シャーリー法逆前南市全業銀門で小物小説の入教名詞税賞前南市全業銀会一切勝負合称号年解読風体大和のぐたら三脈三宝大税公シャーリー法業東海東新十が合議勝負小説シャーリー法逆意銀意発願根本願東北翌章阿弥陀仏国者税商銀等解読風体天大和のぐたら三脈三宝大非国道逆意小逆この上逆当初霊光シャーリー法省前南市全四逆信者応答発願消費国道シャーリー法業が公者小三小風化市議空読非小仏道役小説が風化市議空読二差税言釈迦麦仏の偉人慶雨知事農王シャーバー国道合塾悪性公塾権塾煩悩塾修上塾明塾中徳和のぐたら三脈三宝異小修上設定一切政権南進司法シャーリー法統治が合塾悪性行使南寺徳和のぐたら三脈三宝大一切政権摂氏南市市税人南仏政司教医シャーリー法義小美空一切政権天人アシュラート文仏諸説歓義真珠さらいにこ仏説涙経ナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブがんにしくどく平等性祭道本も大心往生安楽ナマンダーツナマンダーツナマンダーツナマンダーツナマンダーツナマンダーツナマンダーツ
Now, Reverend Yuki will lead the golden chain along with his Dharma message.
It's interesting to hear from my daughter saying Reverend Yuki. Okay, golden chain. I am a link in Amira's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. I will keep my link bright and strong. I'll be kind and gentle to every living thing
and protect all who are weaker than myself. I will think pure and beautiful thoughts, say pure and beautiful words, and do pure and beautiful deeds. May every link in Amita's golden chain of love be bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Nam. Please be seated. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's service. You know, Gotan-e, the service to celebrate the birthday of our founder. Do you remember the name of the founder? Shinran Shonin. Yes, Shinran Shonin. So Gotan is coming up in 2 weeks, and some students will participate in Ochigo procession. And Ochigo is a group of children who joins the service wearing the special wear. At Sacramento Betsuin, the third grade Dharma school students or third grader joined the service as Ochigo. And for this year's Ochigo participants, we are planning to give a book, and the book shares really, really simple teaching from the teachings of the Buddha. So today, I want to share part of the book for the Dharma School talk. And can I have my slide? It said, really simple. Do not do to others what you would not want them to do to you. Do not do to others what you would not want them to do to you. And on the other side of the book, it shows the explanation, but you can read them from the book. But this is really simple, yet true teaching. Do something others you would not want them to do to you, and it will lead others to dislike or even hate you. So thinking about others' feelings, empathy is important. So before you do something to others, think about, do I like it if others do this to me? And as I mentioned in my talks in the past, one's attitude affects others. If we be mean to the others, then others be mean to us. So instead of creating this negative chain reaction, it's better to create the positive chain reaction by being kind and gentle to every living things. Okay, so please remember this simple teaching and enjoy a few more classes of Dharma School, okay? So please join me in Gassho. Please put your palms together. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda. And Dharma School talk was short. That means adult talk is long. But I would like to share a passage from our founder, Shinran Shonin's master work, Kyogyo Shinsho. So please join me in Gassho. Please put your palms together again. To reveal with reverence the true realization, it is the wondrous state attained through Amida's perfect benefiting of others. It is the ultimate fruition of supreme nirvana. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. So today, we are observing the Shotsuki monthly memorial service for those who have passed away in the month of May. And it is always difficult to accept the loss of our loved ones, even though some time might have passed. But Shinran Shonin said in one of the writings called Tangisho, an ordinary being full of afflictions in this fleeting world, this burning house, all matters without exception are empty and false.
totally without truth and sincerity. The Nembutsu alone is true and real. And these words of Shinran Shonin made me think about the words of Kakehashi Sensei, which I shared last week. Kakehashi Sensei said, Amida Buddha overturns our idea. Amida Buddha overturns our idea. And Amida Buddha is calling us, don't think you are going to die, but think that you are going to be born. Don't think that you are going to die, but think you are going to be born. But through our afflictions and attachments, we see death as death. But it is the false way of looking at the phenomenon of the end of the physical life. However, the Pure Land Buddhism teaches us that it is birth through the working of Amida Buddha's primal vow. So this understanding gave many people ease and comfort from facing the separation from loved ones. Then, I have asked this many, many times, so I hope you remember this. But where is Rengyo Shogin located in the outer area? Not Shinran Shogin, but Rengyo Shogin. And I am always saying it's 50-50, right? Left or right? What do you think? You can just point it, you don't have to say it. Yeah, I guess many people are getting the correct answer. So Rengyo Shogin is second from left. So Rengyo Shogin. And I mentioned Rengyo Shogin because May is also the memorial month for Rengyo Shogin. He passed away on May. So today, I would like to talk about Rengyo Shogin because I think one of the resolutions of BWA is to talk about Rengyo Shogin or have service for Rengyo Shogin. And I was thinking, did we really follow this resolution or not? But today, I would like to talk about Rengyo Shogin. So Rengyo Shogin was born in 1414 or 1415. So he's from 600 years ago. 600 years. Long time, right? And he had 27 children. 27. But he was preceded by 7 children. And he also had 5 wives, but preceded by 4 wives. So I cannot think how heartbreaking it is to lose this many of the family members during one's lifetime. And even though impermanence is one of the core teachings of the Buddhism, Shinran Shogin, our founder Shinran Shogin, did not talk much about impermanence in his writings. But Rengyo Shogin, almost every letter we see impermanence of life, impermanence of life. And this probably comes from his experience of the separation from loved ones. And I am assuming the separation from one of the daughters named Kengyoku, I think she was the second daughter, was, he had to be separated from Kengyoku, and probably this was the hardest experience for him. And there are 3 letters of Rengyo Shogin mentions the separation from his family. And in one of the letters, Rengyo Shogin wrote, on the night of cremation, in the early hours of August 15, someone experienced a mysterious dream. In that dream, it was seen that on the field of cremation, amidst the white bones that had become empty smoke, 3 blue lotus flowers emerged. From within one of the flowers, a golden Buddha figure about an inch tall appeared, radiating light. Before long, the figure turned into a butterfly and vanished. At that moment, the dream came to an end. This vision is understood to reveal the truth of the jewel of suchness and Dharma nature, symbolized by the name Kengyoku. That it appeared as a butterfly and disappeared signifies that the spirit, transformed into a butterfly, has flown to the sky of Dharma nature, the Pure Land of ultimate peace, the capital of nirvana. This meaning is understood without doubt. So it is said that Honganji back then was really poor. Kengyoku was sent to and raised by a Zen temple, and eventually she entered the Pure Land path through the loss of her auntie. Then she came back to Rengyo Shonin probably to take care of him. And Kengyoku was a friendly person. Everybody loved Kengyoku. And Rengyo Shonin was proud of his daughter growing up to be a nice lady. But she became ill when she was 26 years old and eventually passed away due to the illness. So, thinking about it, Rengyo Shonin experienced the separation from his mother when he was 6 years old. It is not that she passed away or something, but she suddenly disappeared. So Rengyo Shonin probably looked around for his mom years and years. But he never had a chance to meet his mother again. And this experience probably shaped Rengyo Shonin's personality, seeking for the strong family connection and, big family. So the separation from his proud daughter was probably the hardest experience Rengyo Shonin had to go through. But since he was the leader of the tradition, he could not just mourn the loss, but he had to turn this experience into the Dharma message. So this is the contents of this letter. And strictly saying, we don't talk about spirit or soul in Buddhism, but to reach to the people of the general public, Rengyo Shonin used the expression spirit. And I thought this depiction of the spirit of Kengyoku becoming butterfly to travel to the Pure Land is really beautiful. And historically, until Honen Shonin, Shinran Shonin's teacher, how a person died was really important. How a person died was really important. So they had the ritual called ritual on moment of death. And it was believed that if the ritual was successful, the person is welcomed by Amida Buddha. And people observe like a purple clouds filling the air, hearing the music, and so on. So if the ritual is successful, the person is going to be born into the Pure Land. But if not, then what happened to the person? The person continue to transmigrate this birth and death. So that is why this ritual was really important. Or on the other hand, in the other word, how the person died was really important back then. But Honen Shonin carefully studied the sutra and revealed the true intent of the Buddha, and Shinran Shonin succeeded his understanding. It is the working of Amida Buddha alone which makes us attain birth into the Pure Land. So ritual at the moment of death is not so important. Or again, in the other words, how we die is not so important. So important thing is living this life, accepting the words of Buddha calling us. Don't think you are going to die, but think that you are going to be born. This calling of the Buddha as true, accepting this word of the Buddha as true, and reciting Nembutsu, this is important. This is important. And again, our predecessor's figure of living with Nembutsu remains in someone's heart or our heart and affect people. As I shared some of the stories of my grandparents and elder members of my home temple at the Hanamatsuri service, I shared that they always said Nammandabu, whatever they do, right? So going back to the words of Shinran Shongin I shared at the beginning, it is through the working of Amida Buddha we attain birth in the Pure Land, that is the ultimate fruition of supreme nirvana. This means that the death is not the separation from our loved ones, but our loved ones became Buddha and now guiding us to live this life accepting the words of the Buddha as true. Now they are part of Amida Buddha's working and teaching us, don't worry about us, don't worry about us. We were born into the Pure Land and attained the supreme nirvana. And we are wishing you to be born here when your lives comes to an end. So instead of we wish for our loved ones who have passed away to attain birth in the better place, they are the ones who is wishing us to be born into the Pure Land. So even though the physical separation from our loved one is the toughest experience we must go through in life, we are never separated from our loved ones. They are always in our heart, guiding us to live with Nembutsu. And now I would like to conclude my talk with the reading of the part of Rengyo Shongin's letter titled On Lightning and Morning Dew. On Lightning and Morning Dew. And so please join me in Gassho. Please put your palms together. それおもん見れば人間はただ電光長路の夢幻の間の楽しみぞかしたとえまた栄が栄養にふけりて思う様のことなりというともそれはただ50年ないし100年のうちのことなりもしただ今も無常の風来たりて誘いなばいかなる病苦にあいて悲しむしくなりなんやまことに死せんときはかねて頼みをきつる祭祀も財宝も我が身には一つも愛そうことあるべからずされば死での山地の末サイズの三途の大河おばただ一人こそ雪なんずれこれによりてただ深く願うべきは御性なりまた頼むべきは阿弥陀如来なり信心欠如して参るべきは安行の浄土なりと思うべきなりあなかしこ、あなかしこ。Reflecting on this, one must realize the pleasure of human life are but fleeting illusions, like a flash of lightning or morning dew, a dream or a delusion. Even if one indulges in wealth and glory, and imagines life to be just as one desires. Such prosperity lasts only 50 or at most 100 years. But if the wind of impermanence were to blow even now and beckon you away, how easily life could end in the midst of pain and suffering. Truly, at the moment of death, the family and the wealth and treasures one relied upon cannot accompany the self, not even one of them. Death on the lonely path that leads to the mountain of death, crossing the great rivers of the three realms, one must journey alone. For this reason, the one thing we should deeply aspire toward is the life to come, The one we should entrust ourselves to is Amida Tathagata. And with wholehearted entrusting, we should set our sight on the pure land of peace and bliss. Humbly and respectfully, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namanda Butsu. Nam.
Thank you, Sensei, for this wonderful message. It was very, very good. Thank you. That's the end of our script. So at this point in time, let me thank Reverend Rinban Yuki, and of course, Sensei Calvin, and Sensei Grace, and Sensei Keith for this month's Shotsuki service. And of course, thank you to my class for showing up and sharing this duty of chairing the service. And I will read a few announcements, and if there are others that have announcements, please come on up and join in line. Let's see. Hatsumairi literally means the first service and represents the first opportunity for families to bring infants who were born during the previous year to the temple. Not only are the children introduced to the Sangha, they're introduced to the Dharma traditions for the first time. There is a form that can be found in the hallway or on the website, and please complete and submit the form by May 14th. For the Hatsumairi will also be part of the Gotane service, which is 2 weeks from now. An announcement for the rummage sale. So it's time for the Sacramento Buddhist Church rummage sale. The rummage sale is set for Saturday, June 7th, in the Betsuin, in the Kaikon and the courtyard, with a $5 early bird entry from 8 to 9, and then regular free admission from 9 to 2. The rummage sale provides a great opportunity to pass on those items that you no longer use or need and make them available to others. Your donations will help to fund temple projects and activities. Unsold items will be donated to charitable organizations to extend the benefits to others in the community. Please note, no electronics, electronic media. That includes CDs, DVDs, VHS tapes, video games, large furniture items, medical equipment, or baby equipment. So none of those things will be accepted. Donations will be accepted from Thursday, June 5th, and Friday, June 6th, 9 to 5 on Thursday and 9 to 4 on Friday. Volunteer opportunities are, of course, available, so please sign up. The contact information for this is sbcrummagesale@gmail.com. Again, I'm sure there's, come on up here, and I have the form up here if you want to see with the email address. Volunteer sign-up sheets are also available in the temple office. Gotane, our next service on May 18th, is our last scheduled service for the Dharma School year. And then there is the annual Friends and Family Dharma School Dharma service and picnic, which will be held at Richard Marriott Park in the Pocket area on June 1st, starting at 9:30 a.m. This is also where we will make announcements for any youth awards that come through Dharma School and some other organizations. And now, time for others.
Hi, I'm Kate Baldwin, one of the scouts participating in the Matsuyama Scout Exchange. To help us raise money for hosting the scouts from Japan this summer, we are selling lumpia and Thai tea after service. It's $5 for 5 lumpia and $5 for 1 Thai tea. Thank you for considering helping out troops 50G, 50B, and 250.
I'm Bobby Tanaka with the Temple Board. In less than 1 week, the second annual Buddhist Church of Sacramento Cars and Coffee Show will take place on Saturday, May the 10th, Mother's Day weekend, from 8 to 10 a.m. here at the Temple in the main parking lot. A Cars and Coffee Show is an informal meeting for all car enthusiasts and their cars. All cars and everyone are welcome. There will be free coffee and donuts. For more information, please contact Russell Otto, myself, or the church office. And the second announcement I have is young adults ages 25 to 35, we have a free special event for you. On Monday, June the 2nd, starting at 6:30 at the Fuji restaurant just down the street, we will have a brainstorming dinner meeting to plan activities and programs specifically for you. It is important to receive your valuable insights on this. So Sangha members, please invite your sons and daughters and nieces and nephews, grandchildren and friends in this age group to this planning meeting, and please RSVP to Cheryl Inoue. Thank you.
Hello. This announcement is for the lower primary grades, first, second, and third. First and second graders, please go to class as usual. Third graders, students, and parents, please remain in the Hondo for class today. In preparation of the May 18th Gotanya service, we will rehearse the Ochugo procession this morning with the ministerial staff and our talented choir members. So again, first and second graders, go to class as usual. Third graders, students, and parents, please remain in the Hondo after service. Thank you.
All right, good morning, everyone. Big Matt, were you able to? Oh, good job. Awesome. This is the one time in service you are all allowed, no, nay, not allowed, required to pull out your phones. Pull out your phones. And I'm going to ask you a question. When is this year's Summer Bazaar? Oh, no, August 9th. Okay, August 9th, second Saturday in the month of August. We have a one-day bazaar. I asked Stuart to come up here. Stuart is the co-chairperson along with myself, Koichi Mizushima. Please pull out your phones and scan this QR code. This is actually for the Sacramento Buddhist Church's MailChimp. It is our email service that we push out all of our event notifications and just things going on at the church. So I hope that most of you are already on this list, but for those of you that are not, this is your opportunity. Please make sure you sign up and register. That way you'll get all the notifications, everything that Dr. Ken talks about and Bobby read, all these notifications will come out, so that it'll help you stay aware. The bazaar is not only one of our larger fundraisers for the temple, but it is a wonderful opportunity for us to work side by side in the beautiful Sacramento heat and get to know each other. We need all of your help. We need every single one of you. And I know it gets hard because, as Sensei mentioned, our Dharma school will be ending soon, and we kind of go about our summer activities, but we need you to all come back, not only on that day, but the days before that, leading up to it. There's a lot of prep, and especially the day after. Bazaar's not over just on that day. We do a tremendous amount of cleanup, and I've seen all of you, many of you there, working so hard on the following day. So we're going to ask for your help, and we're going to send out some of those sign-up sheets. So thank you in advance. What day is the bazaar? Okay, very good. Thank you. Good, good.
Well, so I guess that wraps up service for today. So remember, third graders and parents stay here. Everybody else, you are welcome to please Oshoko, and we'll move on to classes. Hey, you guys did great.